Exactly.
In that way, the DPP would then get the police to do the needful.
Now we're speaking the same thing. That's exactly what I thought actually, like a person, in my own, literal understanding of how the legal proceedings works. So I was of the opinion that okay, in real sense of it, he should have aligned with the DPP, even though he's going to get a lawyer. His lawyer will now be a spokesperson. So in a situation by okay, you want to do some documentation, some presentation, and even in presenting evidences. So by so doing, the lawyer will stand in as a more or less like somebody who will align with wherever information is getting from the outside world. So when you have access to such information, like which could be in form of evidence, especially, then it will be easier for the lawyer with his position and experience to now put it up or present it to the DPP. But now you have a lawyer who is going to the coroner to speak or to just be a mouthpiece to the same thing they will ask the Baba. Is not directly presenting any evidence to say, because I'm still trying to understand. But what did he do? He was actually standing in for Baba in the presence of the so-called, people because of the agenda. Because that's how I see it. Because in the recent of it, okay, let's even assume that the DPP has done some certain tests, which didn't actually go well with you. Is understandable. You as an individual can do the alternative like you wish. So just like I said, the lawyer will now be the one representing you, carrying out those things and present it back to DPP if you have a contrary report. But in this situation now, the lawyer is now standing like a counsel in fighting this case, which I'm still trying to understand the position of such move in the constitution or in such inquiry. So at the end of the day, you begin to bother ones who actually understand some certain procedure, like how do you now tend to, because at the end of the day it's still going to fall back to one thing: the decision of the DPP. Just like the way they are now going back. Imagine that's why it triggers some certain emotion when you see some certain results at the long run. These are things that ought to have been done at the right at the initial stage. If you want to prosecute the assaulters, the people who bullied him and all of that, yeah, go all about that, do that, present your fact. They know how to, now you cannot mix a case of a bully with homicide. They are two different things.
So I
So
have,
this is what I'm saying. It's beginning to look like the sun.
carry on,
You say
carry on.
what?
No, no, just carry on so that I want to ask you
Yeah,
another.
it's beginning to. Yeah. Oh, okay. It's beginning to. Oh, okay. Now it's beginning to look like the lawyer is just trying to like patch or match a case of a bully or assault with homicide, which in the eyes of the law should be separated. Should be two different things. You understand now? So Baba now trying to like appeal, because if he had been in one word in accord with the DPP, when the advice were given to the DPP, they would have consented him because it's part of the party. He would have made his position known, and they would have seen evidence is presented to the DPP. But when he is not in alignment with them, there was no platform, there was no room, there was no space for them to have such conversation. So when he does not have such conversation, how are they supposed to like give information about the advice or the other party who gave the advice? Indirectly, it's just going to look like, okay, since we are alone in this case, you on the other hand, you can as well do whatever we do. We're going to stick to this advice that we're giving, and that is what actually played out. Because in the real sense of it, if he was in alignment with them, it would have been easier for them to have this communication. That so advice we're giving with your counsel. What do you think? Okay, you are the Baba mouthpiece. So how do you address it? Even a real lawyer will understand, like, okay, if this advice is given, this is what is going to happen. This is going to be the result. Okay, in other words, that is not what we wanted. We can have a way of like discussing it, because we have evidences that shows this thing. So it is going to counter the advice outrightly. So when such is given, what does the DPP do? They will look the other way around, that then there's no way we are going to take this advice, because it's so glaring. It's just like when you did when the court, it's still funny to me, like people don't understand that the court of law is the place where you have your argument, you state your argument, you present your fact. When you present your fact, and it's being accepted or tender as as a
Let's
valid one, then
let's
that's
have
that's what it means.
let's have a quick one. If you have any advice for the critical
Okay.
thinking And we know now that they're going to the Supreme Court, this appeal against the DPP, and they've raised about 20 million naira. And I believe that they've paid San Shitu 5 million out of the collection. Now, what sort of advice can you give them at this stage? The critical thinking.
Dead on arrival. It's simple. It's dead on arrival. Just like you trying to fill a basket of a basket with with water. At the end of the day, it looks like it's coming up, but eventually, does it actually exceeded that position? No, it still remains at the same spot. So at the end of the day, what do we get? You still you're stagnant. You're the same spot. So in real sense of it, what they should have done is go back to the drawing board, realign with the DP before it gets late. If truly you're looking for justice, but I'm still trying to understand what the motive were, because at the beginning of this case, so many people see otherwise. We saw different things, different narration, but the fact still remains the foundation of this case was how eventually this guy got pied.
Hold on,
Like,
Big Fella.
what were the foundation? What was the genesis?
African television, are you there? Are you with us? AFTV. AFTV is gone in conversation. Okay, let me bring Dolly P in. Dolly P.
Okay, so this I'm with you. I'm with the last speaker. Sorry.
And remember, when we've taken the conversation further, and then
Yes.
obviously we've gone
Hey,
back.
listen. This is what, and this is where I'm going to be maybe.
Go on.
Huh?
Go on.
This is where I might be too blunt. To me, honestly, this is another thing I have against. I don't have against Mr. Alaba. I don't understand something. When I heard that they were going to go to court and they were going to challenge Sam Larry and Naira Mali, Sam Larry and Naira Mali,
Yeah.
The first thing that came to mind, I was like, are they the ones being prosecuted? I think why? I mean, why? Like Big Holler said, why could they not separate the issue? Well, they're two different things. Hold on a minute. I mean, why couldn't they separate the issues? I mean, this man, according to what not this man, we are looking for justice for mohbad, and this is why I think sometimes you need to go back and say, what exactly does justice for mohbad mean, right? For Baba, you need to ask him what when you say you're looking for justice, what does it mean? You're looking for who killed your son, right? In fact, one of the issues that if I was able to meet the Mr. Aloba, I will ask him, Baba, you said Alelo Mohbad. Why don't you then tell people to stop chasing your daughter, but go to the alley that you know, and maybe give us clue.
Let's ask her.
Let me know. I have to land though. Because now, why I'm saying that is, that's one thing he's saying, and then now this is what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is, it's as if there's a bit of confusion. Why can't you be focused on one minute you're looking for who pied your son, the next minute you're going after Sam Larry and Naira Mali? The reason they were exonerated was because it was about what led to the direct pieing of your son. So when the court threw out the case, as a person, I wasn't surprised, because I'm like, separate it. It's two different things. They can be exonerated because they were not even in the house.
Yeah, but the thing is, they are actually not acquitted. So if anything comes up at any given time, they can be brought back in. They are not.
Okay, maybe you can help me, IT guy. Maybe I'm not close enough. So why did they take them to court again? What was about
That is why the Baba need to now understood. His lawyer, his legal team now need to understand that, okay, there should be separation of interest now. If I am going to sue you for defamation, for instance now, if I'm going to if I'm going to sue you for defamation now, and in other words, we have maybe contractual dispute. There are two different things. You cannot combine the two together, because it is business gone sour. If it goes out, it's totally different for you defaming me. So the lawyer is just, the judge in his own wisdom.
If we look
The judge in his own wisdom will tell you, okay, this is a business.
If we that we are not sans campaign,
hold on a minute.
Yeah.
We are looking for, first of all, the cause of death, right? Our constitution also says something about anything pain you may have inflicted on someone, 365 days plus 1 in a year. And if the period of time he was bullied is within that period of time. It is unfortunate when Mr. Joseph Aloba decided to engage with the DPP to challenge the DPP. He did not come with evidence.
And the other thing that bust my butt, this guy, this Mr. Aloba, maybe because he was
Now,
such
do you
a typical Nigerian parent, he actually said, he said about his son,
do you know?
he
Do
said
you know?
bullying,
Okay.
and he even said, but Naira Marley did not bully him because he was being a typical African Nigerian man. They will just say, hey, it's a big deal. How come you are now changing your soft pedaling? And if you really want to go after them, why don't you let the DPP why don't you let the DPP either indirectly link to that or find concrete, very solid evidence before you go to court? But because you know people will die for you, why will you not hire a son and give them 20% of the GoFundMe and then go to court? Sorry, I'm being cynical, but that's what
I think to me is the fact that given the opportunity, if you want to challenge the DPP and you've read the Constitution of Nigeria and you have a son, and the son cannot tell it's not a good idea to challenge the DPP. Now that you want to challenge the DPP, they give you a recess of a week, given that you presented something that is shallow, that is empty, and then you had an opportunity, you actually had no evidence in any way whatsoever. Now that you've collected 20 million, obviously the public are very noble and useful people to your cause. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Another 20 million, 5 million has been given to Sanshitu, and you now want to go to the highest court in the land, right? Are you now going to have evidence? That is my thinking right now is, where will those evidences come from?
it will come from the 15 million naira that is in the bank account.
But really,
Hold on, Big Baller.
Okay.
Big Baller, sorry. You see, for me, guys, I'm sad with the appeal that has been filed. Based on what we already know, I can't phantom the basis for this appeal. First, the same SAN publicly announced that the DPP, the Attorney General, has the ultimate power in what to prosecute and what not to prosecute. Now, the same SAN is filing an appeal on what basis? On what grounds? And this is where it hurts, knowing that you collect money from people just to show that you're doing something. I don't think it is a must that you go to court. If you don't have to go to court just because you want to go, and just because people are sponsoring you, at the end of the day, the lawyer is the one winning. He gets paid, win or lose, he gets paid, and you look bad. You look bad for even bringing up a stupid case, and people ridicule you the more. I can't understand what these people are doing, and that's why I said to you, IT, earlier on, let's look for how to help save this man, save the situation, so that we can get this boy justice the right way. It's a shame that they filed an appeal. I don't understand it, and I don't think anybody can sell that appeal to me. And to compound this issue, you are asking for public donation, and you're bragging that you got money this, money that you're just throwing down the toilet again. Anyhow, we're watching everybody.
I think the day they stop donating money is
Let's have globally.
theitguy.
Globally, please.
Yeah, theitguy. Good evening, everybody.
Chairman in the house. Good evening, Chairman in the house. It's nice to have you here.
Yeah, glad to be.
Let's have
glad
you.
to be here once again.
Wonderful having you here.
Now the thing is this, that you need to understand how lawyers work. You need to understand how lawyers work. Lawyer will look at a brief and they know that this brief is going nowhere, but a lawyer will tell you, let's go to court. Why? Simply because that is their trade. That is where they earn money from. That is when they earn revenue from. They have to pay staff. They have to pay office rent. They have to feed their family. And you want tell them not to go to court? If they don't go to court, how do they get paid? So you as a client, you need to understand your motive. You need to understand why you are going to court. You need to seek an advice on why this matter should go to court or not. It is already a known fact. We have sources of laws in Nigeria, apart from constitution, apart from legislative laws, bylaws in local government. Supreme Court pronouncement on any matter is a law. Any Supreme Court pronouncement.
For something massive there, I think is from Thunderfire. Oh my God, that is something massive. Wherever it is, Thunderfire, you are wonderful. Yet welcome, but that is magnificent. Oh my God, thank you so much. Carry on, Chairman.
All right. Okay, so a pronouncement from Supreme Court is a law. We call it obiter dictum. It is a law of the land. And it has been established by this obiter dictum that you cannot challenge the decision of the DPP or the Attorney General of the state or of the federation. Nobody has ever done that and go successfully. Now you want to go to an appeal. You want to go to an appeal. To go and do what? A lawyer will tell you, let's go for it. In fact, by the time they lose in the appeal, they say, let's go to Supreme Court because they know the money is not coming from their pockets. Would the money be coming from your pocket and you'll be spending it like that without everything? And you know that at the end of the day, it be palabetaba filele, it be bataba fi adalele ligba igba, it be pelebe no lo ma mulele. So going to an appeal to me is number one, is a failure from day one. It is, and now watch it. Watch this. I want you guys to watch this. Sanshitu will not appear at the appeal. Watch it. Write it down. He will not appear. He will send his boys. He will send his boys. You know what he's doing? He will send his boys to go and appear on that appeal. He will not appear there because he wouldn't want to, as a son, if I did, some judges are very stupid. The way they talk, they would.
All right, Chairman, are you running out of gas? Come on, sort your network out. Are you running out of gas? All right. Okay, anyone can come to his rescue. Wells is gasping for breath.
The onus is left for the people. Onus is left for the people to think. What do you want to? This thing that you want to do. Do you have what?
Globally, Chairman. One thing that perturbs me at this point in time is that you've gone through a lower court. They have given you a brutal sort of like advice that you don't have any evidence. And it seems as if we'll never have any evidence. So what is the point? I don't get it.
What's the point? If the it was high court. It was high court.
But hold on, Chairman. I don't think it's Sanshitu's fault. I think the critical thinkers are thinking, let's do it anyway. As you said, it's not their money. It's not their money. Because
it's not their money. Wouldn't
you have the emperor, you have the gladiators, you have the gladiatrix.
One of the role of an attorney or a lawyer is to advise his client or a client.
Yeah, but that's sort of like legal advice.
Yeah, I know, because it's a legal case. It's a legal case. It's a legal case as well.
No, Big Ola, hold on. We discussed that recently.
Yeah.
Now, if you haven't paid for advisory, you haven't paid for advisory. If you instruct your lawyer specifically for one particular agenda, and you don't want to take advice from him, it happens. Because if you have
yes.
serious cases, of, let's say, a car manufacturer, and their car has actually caused someone's death, and the family have gone to court. Do you know how many series and guises of lawyers they will bring to the case?
Yeah, I understand when it has to do with
My audible guy.
when it has to do with litigation and dispute, conciliation as well. You can as well say just obey my order or my instruction. You understand? But in this particular situation, I'm sure by now, before going to court, one of the things Baba and the lawyer would have discussed is the chances of winning, the assurances and all of that. Because now as a lawyer who has, a son who has his reputation online, there are certain questions, there are certain things he will first of all ask the Baba, except if they are both just putting up a charade for the public to see that they are still, actively.
You will remember one day, even if this black app is gone, that the IT guy said the lawyer will only do as instructed.
Yeah. No doubt.
That's a given. The lawyer will do as instructed.
Yes.
Critical thinkers should have a naming ceremony. They should be money thinkers. Because if people I don't know who call them critical thinkers. If they cannot, no. Because
just like I said, I think someone else also said that thing again. Your reputation as a lawyer to speak for you, it gives edge and chances. Even when you get to court, when you get to court, your reputation would have speaks.
Let me I can assure you that the son will not appear at that. He won't appear.
Let me respond to Big Ola. Big Ola, the reason why his reputation is not a problem is that when the time comes, he will tell you exactly what is going on. He can't tell you now. It's got nothing to do with reputation. It is something to do with a lawyer who is a legal representative and also who is guided by what the client wants. You don't know it right now, but when the time comes, you will understand that.
Perhaps that's going to play out. Perhaps that's going to play out, like everybody has been watching.
They sorted after him. If you sought after a lawyer like a son like Sanshitu, you sought after him because of not just his reputation, cases he's been able to unravel and the outcome of it. Now, because now that you've got him on board, he's on board. Because at the time he was on board, he's coming to sit down with you and say there is a case. And then now that he's embedded in it, it is clear that the legal advisory is not part of his work. So whether he's working on DNA and his DNA, whether he's working on anything else as when the instruction is given to him, it is what it is. The man is sitting down there. They've raised 20 million in how many hours, and they've given him 1/4 of it just like that.
At the end of the day, we don't know the details of their contracts. We don't know the details of their contracts. You understand? So by so doing, I'm not going to be like assuming or putting on some assumption that okay, probably this is what they discussed. They probably have a structured agreement or discussion between themselves before taking up such case. So we just leave them to that.
Big Ola, one thing that is sacrosanct in this movement is that, like IT will always say, just relax. IT will help them to chronicle all the events and all the secrets,
Let's even go. Let's hear from Ilona. Come on, Ilona. Let's hear from Ilona. Let's not even go there. Okay, Lona. Let's hear from you, Ilona. Good evening.
Good evening, everybody. Good day, everybody. Wherever you're listening from, I'm actually enjoying the conversation, and I so much agree with what most of the panelists have said, especially what Big Ola said about what Baba has done wrong in the past and what they are still doing wrong presently. So I don't want to emphasize too much because
I need your insight. I need your insight on this. Yeah, I need your, at least you're fresh to the conversation. So give your insight about what we're discussing already. But for let's
See,
focus on the failing.
I've always said this. Even yesterday, I still have this same discussion, not knowing you will bring this topic up with someone very close to me. I still had this little discussion that it's three things to meet. It's either the man is stupid, is greedy, or is both. Just those three things to me.
What's the third one again?
Both of them.
All right.
You
Go.
understand?
Both join together.
Okay. Go
Yeah.
on. I got
So
it.
it's just those three things to me because we've seen the situation whereby the former lawyer came out to say there are other advices, they have given advice on how to go about things, but they have what they want to do. The client is the one that have the final say to the lawyer. He will tell you what he or she wants, and the lawyer must go by what they want. So regardless of maybe reputation or no reputation, that one we call after, just like what IT guy said. But this man doesn't take in any advice from people. He doesn't go. He only wants.
It does. It takes his advice from the critical thinkers. Don't forget.
Oh, okay. That aside.
No,
But
not
when
aside. They are the one that raise the money right now, and they are still coming on platforms to tell us they are doing the right thing. Do you get what I'm trying to say? They're still coming to tell us what they are doing is correct. This is the thing where it is status quo. It is not, we are not wasting our time right now trying to second guess anything. These people are in our faces and we've engaged with them and they keep coming out and telling us they are giving them the right advice and that what the man is doing is correct.
IT guy, do you know do you know the bad side of this matter now? I'm not looking at this matter right now. I'm looking at the future matters that may likely occur because at the end of the day, you just watch it. All of these cases, Omalu Legbeyini, and money will have been wasted. The public will regret it. That despite all our money, nothing comes out of it. Now, tomorrow, God forbid tomorrow something happens to another individual tomorrow, and the person comes online and say, "Oh, Egbami, Erankale, Omo Nigeria, Erankale." People will make reference to Mohbad's father. They will make reference to all of this. And at that point, do you think Nigerians, wherever they are, may be willing now to now say, okay, let's support this person? They will make reference.
Chairman, let's be clear about something. Yeah. The gifters are naturally giving. They give, right? That's all we are. Whether you are British, American, green, brown, or yellow, Indian, Asian, it doesn't matter. There are people who just give. And I pray that everybody listening, everybody on this platform will never lack in their times and time of needs. Because the people that give, if you give, you will understand that if you know how the dynamics actually works. So people will give in an immeasurable way. And who would have actually thought, given the situation, the critical thinkers would have raised 20 million naira in that space of time, of which they've given Sanshitu 5 million for the appeal, and there's still 15 million. Whatever they do with it is none of our business. And I think part of the money is going to go towards DNA, whatever the case may be. And anything else that may have been gifted through Access Wema and GoFundMe, look, it's all over now. We need to leave that. We just need to leave that to the past because EFCC, FBI, whatever the case may be, if the people that donated the money are not complaining, well, that's that about that. So let's be civil. Let's understand that the people that give will always give. So there's no way we are not going to get away from the fact that whenever Mr. Joseph Aloba needs money, same thing as Wumi Cynthia Adebanjo, whenever they need money, they will get money. If Mohbad's mom, Abosede, wherever she is, needs money, King White is there. And there are people who are supporting that. MFM is there as well. Not that MFM is there to protect Abosede, as in Mohbad's mom, but those are the people who will be protective of her. That, and I love MFM's input in that process, because she's always very balanced in that process. Because if we need to tell Mama off, we tell Mama off. So for what it's worth, everybody then have their corners sorted. Adura, Darosha, everybody now in the family have their own protection. So let's forget about public donation, because at some point we need to stop talking about public donation. For me, I'm done with that aspect of the situation. Wherever Mr. Joseph Aloba go through Access, Wema, and GoFundMe, as his fan actually said at the time, is for his retirement. I'll say it's funny, but if you can't bring anything to get the money off him, I personally have forgiven him. And I think the public have said it's our money. If he swallowed it, thanks to the snakes, the gorillas, the hyenas, and the tortoises. At the end of the day, nice song pie. Wherever the case may be, let this guy breathe. Madam Fola Shade, can we have you if you are there and you want to engage with us? A very good evening to you.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Wonderful having you. This is probably the first time you came up on my platform. If it is, welcome.
Yes, this is my first time, and then I liked your submission. That's the reason why I'm coming in.
Thank you so much.
One way or the other, you've been neutral, though not in every way. So my own submission here is that everyone got this thing wrong from the start. And the problem with us in Nigeria is whenever anything happens, we put emotion and sentiments to it. We all live abroad, and all these things people are doing on the social media is very, very appalling, and the way they were taking things is not really, really good. I like to be neutral. I'm a registered nurse. I work with NHS here, and I've seen a lot of people that has been reacted in many ways to anything. You can react to cannula, you can react to any tablet, you can react to it. But because people have been sentimental on this situation, it doesn't allow us to know what is happening. And you live in UK as I do. Everybody reacts in different way when something happened to you. You understand what I mean? If you have any bad news, there are a lot of way people react to it. And then with the Nigeria factor, whenever anything happens, we never believe that there can be any death without anyone having a hand in it. It's always at the back of our mind. Oh, they have killed me, they have done this, they have done that. I used to tell people that in this situation, when anything happens, you don't, even someone having just only diabetics alone, they will say, oh, egbada jinoni, they put it, one sholota ni, one soni kini ni. All these things, because everyone is now being enlightened now. We need to educate ourselves and let us know how we can move on. What is really paining me most is Mohbad not being buried. It's going to be 2 years now in the next 2 months, and it make me very, 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 very sad. In any way, any country, you can do any test. You can, once you are autopsy and everything has been done, what is keeping them from burying this guy? He has suffered when he was alive, and then he's still being suffered. while still wherever he is. Don't forget that this boy has been buried before, and then you know how the situation of it. Just go to the market and buy meat. When you put it down, cover it. In the next 24 hours, talk of 9 days, you will know what you are going to be seeing. But I don't know why people, they keep moving around, roll around over what is not supposed to be. Because in the first instance, if everyone yes. Can I continue?
Give me a minute there.
Okay.
I'm sorry to interject
Madam
you.
Polasha. The way we engage here is that there can be a gentle interruption, just a and that way you're able to engage with whoever interrupted you.
Okay.
Okay, carry on, Chairman.
Okay, thank you, Falasha. Just a minute. All right, thank you, Falasha. I love your submission, but when you said we all treated with sentiment and blah blah blah, I get that part from the beginning. But now I just want to ask you. Now you say the guy suffered before he died, which is given, which is okay. Now that he's suffering, you're saying that he's suffering wherever he is. So do you really want to? You're a registered nurse. A body is just a body. So do you want to expatiate how a dead body is suffering wherever they kept it? It's just for a purpose of education.
Let me expatiate on that. Okay,
not being sentimental.
Chairman, let me tell you one thing.
Yeah.
According to what we believe, if someone is not being buried, you have not been rested. You are not. There is no way the person can have eternal rest. Because you can't keep that. The reason why they bury people is according to our custom, according to our religion. We believe if someone is dead, the soul will be able to go. But if you did not bury somebody, the person, have you ever got? When I was working in General Hospital Lagos, if you see the day they were going to do mass burial, you will see the way they just pack everything together. Even somebody that had a plane crash, they have a means of doing giving them befitting burial. So you can't tell me the way this guy is been there, it can be the same again. Even if they like, they can keep it there for 10 years. Are you telling me it's right for him to be there? Because what are they still keeping this guy for? Let's take it like this. Before all this issue of this social media or no social media, Mr. Oloba has granted more than 3 or 4 interviews. He never mentioned he saw blood until they went to court. That was when we hear that, oh, I saw blood. I did not see blood. I saw blood. So what the problem we have is that when people started listening to him and then they started sympathizing, a lot of people have died and have died. Even people that has more than mohbad. How many people know mohbad before he died? When he was alive? But when he died, everyone started saying, oh, this guy was bullied because we were seeing. We all failed him because I used to see him crying on social media then. But me, I'm not a social media person. Anytime I open YouTube then, because I like to hear his music, I will say, oh, this guy has been beaten by this thing. They were running after this guy. Nobody we never take it serious. So then let's face the reality. Everyone failed him because nobody did. So how come that when this guy died, now people were ready to, if you go to us on social media, go to Amazon, people have written book because of him. People have been making money because of just a 26-year-old boy that died. I don't know why, if you are able to spend that kind of money, people are getting, people that are doing a lot of things illegally out of his name. So that is the reason why people don't want to bury
Madam Folashade.
Yes.
As I do with my guests, I will sort of like interject in a very gentle manner.
Okay.
It is subject to the fact that the body was exhumed. The closure may not be as simple as we all think. Why? Because DNA is still an issue. We've had 2 primary and secondary autopsy and toxicologies. One inconclusive, and the other is I don't know what term they gave the other one, which is synonymous. to what the primary one is, whether it's unidentified or whatever the case may be. We know that subject to the complication or how technical this situation is, the worst thing we want to see is another exhumation. So the body obviously is not to anybody's desire for bodies to go. You also know, and don't forget, Google it in Nigeria, when death comes to play and there's disharmony in the family, family wrangle can cause a body to stay in the morgue for years.
Okay.
We know that. The history has it. Now, for me,
okay.
no, I'm coming. For me, I don't do camps. But if you have to advise Mr. Joseph Aloba today, and we're not talking about money, and we're not talking about his son in the morgue, what advice would you give him?
So to me, IT guy, if Mr. Aloba has been very truthful to himself from the beginning, he would have gotten the justice he wanted. Because now that the type of fighting is fighting now, I don't think he can never win. Why is that? You remember the interview he did few days when the son died. He said, they asked him, do you think so person had a hand in it? He said, no, Naira cannot do this thing because he was just showing his power of supremacy. He's teaching him blah, 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 blah. Now, when this guy was exonerated, now the Baba now say he was there when he was being beaten. You know, when you get a lawyer, IT guy, it is you that has to carry the evidences and everything to give to your lawyer. You don't know what this man has discussed with his own lawyer. If they don't have any evidence beyond reasonable doubt, they can never win. Even if they like, let them go to heaven and get lawyer. If you don't have your evidences and there's nothing to show for it, anywhere in the world, there is no lawyer. How many lawyers have you seen that Baba has been having since they started? Which of them? This one is not good. They will throw it away. This one is it all the lawyer, even the one that is abroad, that is not good? It is the evidence that they gave them that they were unable to work with because there is no concrete evidence. That is the problem. So all this thing is asking for now at this moment, I don't think it's going to work. Now, they said they were ready for the DNA. He is not ready because he doesn't have a lawyer. So at the end of the day, anyone that says the truth and is not ready to say, to align with what the narrative people are giving on the social media, they will start abusing the person. They will start doing this thing. Me, from day one, when I listened to the story from the beginning, I know that they can never get anything from this because the nurse has already pleaded guilty. The nurse was there and treated him. And then the nurse was there, the person that called the nurse there. So what else do they want? Nobody is telling them. Let them go and do the DNA. But DNA, is it the one that the DNA that this thing? Baba said, okay, he's going to tell us. When he knows that's the person that did this thing, why can't he bring the LA for us to come and see instead of wasting our time? I'm a woman. You understand me? I've got son. I've got lady. My children are married. I've got husband. You understand me? So if anything happen, I can never support anything bad. But if I did not see anything against somebody, I cannot be, because when you have to fear God in whatever we are doing. Anything that you did not cite your hand, don't live on they say, I think. You know how many people has lost their job as a result of this thing? Because of the lies they were feeding people. People have lost their job. Husband has lost their wife. A lot of people are now having problem with their own brain. Because people has messed up with their brain because of the line. So, oh, that's somebody that by this guy is this thing. They were even saying the nurse, can the nurse, as far as I'm concerned, I don't think the nurse can say, oh, something that did not do, I want to go to jail because of somebody. It can never happen.
So Madam Folashade.
Yes.
I'm looking at a situation by the case is divided into two.
Okay.
We have the inquest, no doubt. We also have another aspect of it which kicked off before the inquest. Originally, it was thought that the people that we know that bullied him are probably the people that acquired him in the first place. So the case is now twofold. So we have the inquest, which is looking at the cause of death, and in that inquest, the DPP came out and said
The
Prime Boy,
nurse. No.
Prime Boy, Sammy Larry, and Naira Marley excused for now, but not acquitted. Yeah.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
that means, as far as the cause of death is concerned, makes sense that they are not involved.
Yes, they are not
Now,
involved. Nobody,
Mr.
you know,
Joseph
this the bullying
Aloba,
aspect we were
but
talking
Mr. Joseph
about.
Aloba, from the beginning, never did anything with the cause of death. Never look for people that he actually think may have been instrumental in the buying of his son. And then now, all he can do and all he decided to do is to chase after the other side of the game, which is the people that bullied his son. What exactly do you think he is up to?
That is what I'm saying. Apparently, me, you know, IT guy, I serve God, and I don't want to say what I want God to punish me for, because Bíbélì ní kẹ́ wádìí nǹkan gbogbo dájú, Kùránì náà ò dẹ̀ sọ yí pé ká máa sọ nǹkan tó ju wa ò tó. But to me, what I'm thinking is that there might have been something between them before. Do not say my name, because you know, from the beginning, everyone, no one ever said Naira Marley and all these people have their hand in the spy. What I was thinking as is either is a conspiracy to murder, maybe the nurse, because for the nurse to have given the tetanus injection IV, something is happening, because go and check everywhere all over the world. Vaccine is tetanus injection. It can never be given IV. The moment you give it IV, nobody will survive that. That is the reason why there is no autopsy or anything that will bring out tetanus toxoid, because he didn't give it in the right route. Fine. So this man, he was thinking that maybe if they were able to, he wanted to exonerate those people that bully him, so that they can concentrate on the lady that they were having problem with. If you remember, they said from the beginning, before this guy died, they have been on the issue of land or no land issue. So I think maybe it's because of what they were going to get, maybe the royalty or no royalty. Maybe that was the reason why they said, okay, if I send these people away, I didn't put them in, maybe at the end of the day, they will be able to link it to maybe the wife or something like that. That is why it doesn't, or probably there might have been maybe agreement between him and his boss. Or maybe it might be according to what the son will say, maybe they were threatening the mother, threatening the father, according to his music. Or maybe he was scared that if he mentioned them, there might be problem. But I don't think he never think the case is going to be. This man just told us that, oh, all I want is somebody to help him. He never said he wanted justice for his son. When you go back to the second day the son was buried, that they went to interview him, he said, oh, this is the only son that has been taking care of me. Look at me now. I don't have anything again. Is this, is that, is that. I want all the Nigerians to help me. He
That's a
never
very
said, eh?
Folashade.
Yes.
I've really enjoyed engaging with you. Your submission has been very robust. Really, sort of like I can have a chat with you and listen to you all night. And you said something about looking for seeking justice for his son. And you know, one thing that troubles my mind is the fact that the family agreed. And I don't know what the family constituted of. I've actually thought that with him being the head of the family, there was harmony in the more like agreement to bury mohbad. And they buried him. Now, the public actually suspected a foul play. The body is exhumed.
Yes.
How do we then believe Joseph Alobada is looking for justice for his son?
That is what I'm saying, IT guy. You know, the moment people started giving him money, buying him something, he doesn't want this thing to stop. It's the fame. Fame is what he wants. And this man knows the moment, because when you remember when they went to court, the wife and the mother of the guy, they asked the judge, please, can we go and bury this guy? Mr. Aloba went and said, no, I cannot, because he wants this, he wants that it means the two of them doesn't want justice. When you look at all the people that has been backing this man, did you see QH radio again? Did you see Berekete? Because when they see the in total of what this man wanted, that is the reason why everybody is moving themselves back. If he has been seeking for true justice, people will stand by him. Honestly, because I know people like you and people everyone. But let me tell you from the beginning, I'm a mother. The first interview he did, that he said, look at where the celebrity father is living. He has never owed me, I've never owed him how many, 200,000 or 300,000. First, a son that had just been buried. That was the day I just put my reservation.
Okay,
I'm
Mother.
hearing you.
Let's allow our Papa to speak. Thank you so much. Okay, go on, Papa.
I didn't put emotion. I'm telling you the
Hold
truth.
on, Mother
Go,
Folashade.
no, Papa,
No,
go and listen
hold
to
on,
the
Papa.
interview.
Papa, hold on first. Mother Folashade is trying to speak, but don't take anything he says to heart. That is the way he speaks. So if you mute yourself, let's have Papa. Please, I'm sorry. Let him speak. Okay, go on, Papa.
Let me tell you, the issue of Wumi. Okay, talk. Yeah. All right. Can I talk now?
Yeah, carry on.
Yeah. I'm very sorry to come out. Let me tell you, I work with whatever this thing I see. Me, I listen to I'm a follower of Mobad from the beginning. I never knew he has a wife. I never knew he has a son. You see, this our country. According to the law, we have to work according to the law. The police has finished their investigation. The police was not there when Mobad died. Oh. You understand me? and the same police that did the one of Timothy, they did the one of what do you call it, the lady that is singing, that they just jailed the husband. How many people they have jailed according to this same police? Is the people that everyone is accusing now. So why is it that when Nigeria police does something that favor the public, they would credit them?
Madam Folashade, talking
Yes.
about the police, can you enlighten everyone listening right now what apart from the
What the
hold
to
on,
me
hold on. Let me
when
land. Apart from the preliminary public report, what do you think the police actually did?
yeah, the what the police did was that, to me, they completed their investigation and then they submitted their own this thing. So if there is any other thing that they wanted them to do or anything, at least I think it has to come from the court.
No.
The
Are we talking about their interrogation rather than in?
Yeah, they've done
No,
the
hold on.
interrogation.
What I want to establish is
Uh,
they got 26 people in
yes,
total.
yeah,
They got the statements from them. That is interrogation.
yeah.
In terms of investigation, they only went to the house to pick up a number of syringes.
Yeah.
So, do you call that an investigation?
You call as investigation
So,
because
do
the
you? I'm asking
investigation
you a
comes from
question.
the
If you
interrogation.
call that an investigation,
No, because interrogation will lead to investigation.
so
Because investigation,
what's
when
the
you
okay,
investigate somebody,
okay.
when you
Just enlighten
interrogate,
us. Well, I need you to enlighten us about the investigation in mohbad's case. I need you. Okay, go on.
to me, they have done the investigation that they did is the one that leads to their interrogation. Because don't forget that before
Body was
nobody,
no, but the
no,
body
don't
was
forget.
carried and
See,
exhumed, and
listen to me.
no, hold on.
Listen to me, IT guy.
Interrogated 26 people. I just want you to enlighten us about the investigation that you believe they did.
The investigation I believe they did is that, don't forget that this thing has already happened how many days ago? You understand me? Before they come in, and then no one reported to them. It was when the public people started out their outcry that was what led to their going to exhume. So exhumation, and then they submitted their whatever they submitted, even though they said it's late or not late. You understand what I mean? To me, I don't see what else you people want them to do. You said, well, they did not investigate. They called the wife, they called all the people in the house to ask them, and then everything has their own CTC. Don't forget all these people they were paying to say this and they say that. They were the one. People were arrested, and who are the one that went to the people gather money, they donated money to go and to go and release them, including the nurse. That is why I'm saying that, okay, people
Ma,
were okay,
ma,
Naira Marley, Sam Larry, all the people that were, all of them, they put them in the same place. I understand that the way our own police are doing their job, they are not doing enough, because one, if you have money, you go there first and tell them, do this for me. Some people will
Madam
do. It's not
Folashade,
all of, yeah.
I just came up to clap for you. I came up, IT guy. I don't know why you didn't clap for this lady. I'm so impressed by you, madam. Your age, you are up to date. You are completely up to date. You're more current than most people, youngsters, on this subject matter. And I'm proud of you, your response. And I want to flog my brother IT guy for grilling you so hard. You're grilling this mama. All the questions you're supposed to push to all these youngsters, you're dropping it on this our grandmother who's supposed to be relaxing and knitting some t-shirt or be sweater for her grandchildren.
This is for the
So
love. It's for the love I have for her.
uh,
I'm enjoying the
she's
guy, the
no,
dialogue with her.
it's a very
African
prideful day
TV,
for me to
African TV.
hear
If you
a matured woman, a very matured
on
woman
African TV,
making mature submissions.
but hold
I'm
on.
so proud
And
of you.
that's why, And that's why I don't really want to engage her. I'm just loving her submission. I really don't want to engage her. I
I've
love
already
your
said
submission, Mama.
I could
You
engage
know,
with her
so
for the rest of the
Thank
night.
you.
I could engage with her for the rest of the night, and I'm not joking.
Well, Mama, I'm
She
so
is
proud of you.
taking
That's all I'm going to say.
Thank you.
I'm
what
proud of you with tears in my eyes.
I have
There is
words.
still hope in Nigeria with people like you,
Of course.
with people like you following this matter, voicing, contributing. I'm so proud of Nigeria. God bless you, Mama. Keep it up.
I love that. I love that. Okay, let's hear from Elena. Are you there? Do you want to engage with us? Otherwise, we drop you if you just come up to display your picture. Elena, are you there? I'm about to drop you because you here to engage or you just here to color the space. Okay. That's that about that. Chairman, let's have you again. Chairman, are you there?
give me a second. I'll just give me a second.
Yeah, so I think we've got to a position, but I'm still looking for a challenger. I don't know where I'm going to find one. Didi Drew, I don't even know why she's coming up, but she wants to come up. And if she wants to, she's one of my moderators.
I'm not coming to fight. Trust me, I'm not coming to fight.
All right, go on, go on.
Yeah, I just want to chip in a little bit. You know, where you said, was there interrogation versus investigation? What a lot of people seem to miss out, I think Big Ola or something, he mentioned it a bit that time, that one of the problem we had with this case was people will go to the inquest, or people that knew what was going on will come and disseminate totally wrong information to people. And the thing with a lot of Nigerians is like we're like kind of like very lazy. Rather than read and do our own investigation, we always prefer to go, oh, what just happened? Could you just give me a quick narration? And then it becomes like a Chinese whisper. So in a nutshell, what I was trying to say is that the DPP, they carried out the investigation in this case because it's a murder case. So they took over from the police, and they had regular DPP court hearing. I think it was a magistrate court in Yaba or something, where they attended. It was sometimes in 2024, because I remember that was the same time they claimed, or they lied, that they were looking for the nurse, that the nurse was missing. This same time they were online looking for the nurse, she was attending weekly court hearing at Yaba Magistrate Court alongside Prime Boy, Spending, Naira Mali, and Sam Larry. Yeah, so with the case of Baba and Sanshitu taking the DPP to court, if they wanted, I think they lost on grounds of technicality, because if they really wanted to do something, what they should have done was tackled, like when those suspects were going to the hearing at Yaba Magistrate Court, that was the time that they should have mounted a challenge, but they didn't do that. So it was after the DPP had already decided that, okay, we're going to dismiss or acquit or whatever these people, and these are the people we're going to prosecute. That was when they decided they weren't happy with the decision. So I think that was why they lost on that ground. So yeah. So I just wanted to correct that notion that DPP, they took those people to court several times, and they all attended every single session. So it wasn't just them going to the house. It wasn't just the police going to the house to get syringe. It wasn't just them saying they interrogated 26 people, which, I mean, I don't know. I don't believe that anyway. But I think the police didn't really do nothing. But the DPP, they did try a bit with this case. So yeah, that's my submission. Because I'm not really like a panel person. So I'm done. Thank you.
actually like that. I like that for transparency and the understanding that you don't just incarcerate people and just leave them there, because these are now people who are free to come in and sign every Tuesday. They are sort of like in there for a reason, and there has to be a process within the judicial process where they will be questioned differently from just giving a statement. So anyone who wants to put an input in that, very big well done to you, did Drew. Did Drew. You've missed one D out of your name. I think you used to be Didi Drew. Now it's now D Drew.
Yeah,
Well,
I think it's because I was trying to put that long name, so
no,
I ran out of space.
stop confusing us. We got used to that, and then
No, because
suddenly.
see, no, you know what? To be sincere, people used to say D draw, and I thought, okay, I may as well
No,
lose one
no, I
then.
think you need to just put it back exactly as
No,
it was.
they used to mangle the name badly, so I just took it
Yeah, no,
off.
no.
So
I think it's. I don't think is that
Don't you
there
then think,
are many syllables
which is
that we will not
don't you not think DD Drew just be fine without removing the figures and stuff like that? Just leave it at DD
okay,
Drew.
I'll probably try and do that then.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
would be fine.
Because we are used to DD Drew, you know.
Just do the Didi draw thing, and then the rest of it is up to you. After whether it's 2,000 or 10,000, it doesn't matter.
all
You
right
can
then,
even
I'll
remove,
do that then.
you might just remove the figure.
But I mean, overall, really,
Thank you. No, I think it's just because fight is always trying to follow me everywhere, so that's why I need to warn some people.
yeah. Well, I know you're a little troublemaker. It doesn't matter.
No,
Just
no, I'm good.
we are who we are, and we can't change who we are, and there's no point apologizing for who you are. A troublemaker. Period. All right, let's move on. Yeah, so we're still on the same topic. I think someone actually kind of said something. Oh, someone is asking me to unblock their account. I don't even know how to unblock accounts. The only way I can unblock your account is if you get someone to DM me, because the show is on. If I'm messing about, I don't want to kill the show. But remember, if I've blocked you, it's because you've caused me. I'm minding my business on a platform. They cause the hell out of me. And most people I block, I don't even block them on my platform. I block them on other people's platform. I'm in the back. I'm there as a guest, minding my business, and they are cursing me. And then I block them. A round of applause. Yeah, I mean, if I block you, it will be because something happened. I think sometimes what happens on my platform, when people decide to be naughty, you can't stop them. And they carry on and carry on. And when I see that, I'm thinking, I don't know how to mute. I just know how to block. I can't find the mute button most of the time. The next thing I think about is block. Just find a way. If you have to get someone to send a message to me through my DM, yeah, then I can unblock you. It's not a problem. Yeah, so we are where I thought we wanted to be. I think it's been wonderful, and I think we've covered absolutely everything. I'm sure we can do it again.
Oh,
I did not
I've got a
even know I
topic.
was going to go live, but when I saw Mr. Aloba's new track, I thought I don't only have to listen to, and I don't want to listen to it alone. So I thought I'm going to share it with everybody, which I did, which means I did not even plan to come alive, which I did. So something about
IT.
no, I can carry on as long as we have something interesting to talk about.
IT.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I've got something.
two very important comments.
Yeah.
The lady, her name is Olufemi. She said she never insulted or cursed at you. So please find time to unblock her.
Oh,
And
I
somebody,
oh no.
I think Olubuka, some other person said
On television.
analyzing without cursing.
Yeah, no.
Fresh air,
What I'm saying.
fresh air. I like that.
To unblock, I can. If she's using a second account, if she DMs me, then I will unblock the account. That's all I do.
Okay, so I think she's got the message. I
Yeah.
just wanted to re-echo that.
When the show finishes, I go into my DM and I see people. Even yesterday, Bisimida said something about whatever. Because the thing is, people just need to understand that if you're gonna get frustrated and you're gonna get irate with people, once you've made your point, it's okay. But when you carry on and it now becomes a gang fight, then for me it's like there's
Also,
yeah.
the IT guy,
Some people even come
there
to the
is someone is down there saying to bring
yeah.
him up.
Go on.
Ricardo.
Well, yeah, I want to bring him up actually because it was the one that was asking about a topic. I'm going to look for him. I definitely was. I always love his submission, and I'm sure he'll have something entertaining for us tonight. It needs to. Ricardo, can you request? Because if I scroll and look for you, you can request as well. Then I bring you up. You are not a stranger. You are a good contributor to this platform. And everybody is welcome. Anybody request, I bring you up anyway. If you've got a form of engagement, as long as you come up and it's not just to do a screenshot and say I was on the panel. I'm happy. Yes. Good
The
evening.
IT guy.
Yes, you are
Good
here.
evening, sir. And good evening to everyone on the platform.
A very good evening to you, Madam Folashade. You've been so supreme, sublime. Your contribution, everything about what you did this evening. I swear to God, I will say you are my number one guest. My number one guest of all time.
So can I make my submission quickly, sir?
If something of this nature kind of occurs, it will be because you are our supreme godmother. Go on, Ricardo.
Yeah. Like you said that today's topic is what has Joseph Aloba done wrong.
Okay. Let me put it mildly because you've done it. You almost suffocate him. I want to be gentle on the man. So, let me start again. Now, on this course, we almost everybody, every one of us, including myself, have dragged this man. And we can call it castigation, we can call it calling him out, whatever the case may be. For me, after all, is the one that lost his son for starters.
Yeah.
He wasn't in the house. And if some of his failings is moving the body, whatever the case may be, he's never done it before. And I pray to God that he never finds himself in a position where something of that nature will be part of his life.
Amen.
Because I won't wish it on anyone. And as we've done what we've done, and the aspect of whether he should have petitioned people or not. Okay, if we're talking about the cause of death, he hasn't petitioned anyone, and now he's got his lawyer chasing after bullies and all this kind of stuff. But still, at the end of the day, what are his failings? What has he really done wrong? That is what we're talking about. Thank you.
Yeah. Sir, what he has done wrong started from the initial stage where he did not believe his daughter-in-law and his son that were in the house. I know they gave him brief information about what happened to mohbad, and then that a nurse injected him, what happened, how he fought, and all this stuff. From the initial, he condemned Mohbad there. Mohbad surely Bosheshele here. I mean, that from the beginning, he
No, no, no,
condemned
hold on,
his
hold on.
son.
Calm down. That is emotions.
Yeah.
No, no,
But
no, no, hold on.
as a father, as a father,
Hold on. We are not going to the gutters now. We are not going to the nitty gritty. We are doing things at a very high level. I don't want that kind of discussion right now.
okay,
Why? Oh, no, hold on. Let me enlighten you a little bit. There are emotions, and because if it is you, and if I hope, I pray it's not you, but if it's anybody,
yeah,
anything come out of your mouth out of emotions. When people are grieving, an emotion, I'm not going down to the gutters, so be mindful. I'm
okay,
talking about the nitty gritty. I need intellectual discussion about the money that is raised. What was it used for? It's not just the money at the end of the day. Why is it chasing after the bullies? And yes, he has a right to do so. But why not chase after the 26 people or 15 people in the house, 26 people that gave their statement or whatever the case may be? I just want something gentle, something technical about like not taking sides and going into the gutters. Thank you.
you see, he cannot go after those 26 people or the 15 people that were there, because the police has taken over that. They have interrogated them. They have dropped their statements to the police. So that area has been cleared. And then if they want to know what really happened to Mohbad, under the law, there is an autopsy which is accepted under the law. And this was done. They had two autopsies, and then the results were the same. So which corroborates the statement that the 15 people gave to the police. Having said that, the only thing he did wrong was not following up with the petition that Mohbad wrote against Sam Larry and Naira Marley. See, like you have said that you don't want us to go into all this. I will have said he followed the money, and then he followed the fame. He followed what people said online, and then he missed what really caused.
What's your emphasis on him leaning towards the pressure that was put on him? Because you see, the thing is, you said he followed what people are saying online. I don't.
Yeah,
I think that he came online, but he had pressure from the people supposedly supporting him in the background. There are tons of them. There are
exactly.
groups of them.
Yeah,
And it is now him being the president, the
yeah,
mouth that we see in the public space.
yeah, yeah. Well, he still have the opportunity to revive that petition. He
No,
should just drop
hold on. Which petition?
the one Mohbad wrote.
That's the same thing. Is synonymous to his concocted attack at the DPP.
At the
It's the
DPP.
same thing.
But he's doing the wrong way. It is not the DPP. DPP dropped Sam Larry, Naira Marley, and the Prime Board that they have no hand in the death of Mohbad. That is cleared.
Yeah, but
But as for the bullying,
his case with the DPP is 100% synonymous to him fighting for Mohbad's petition anyway, because it's about the people that bullied him. And in that petition, there's only one name mentioned out of the two supposed perpetrators, who is Samilari.
yeah,
But he took it up and said, okay, these two people were the original two people that were picked up, and they decided to challenge the DPP. The question is why?
yeah, actually, I think he went to the wrong place. He has to go to the source, that is to the police station where this guy submitted the petition. That is where he has to go, and then we have to file it up. Then we have to take it up to the DPP.
But what I'm saying to you is done the work. It's gone to the DPP. It's not about Mohbad's petition anymore now. Okay? If we are clear about the petition, it wasn't even about a legacy. It was just that when Samilari attacked him, it was more like singing the praises of Obelegushi and his representative of Obelegushi. So it wasn't about Obelegushi. So it is clear now that Joseph Aloba is actually gone into the petition. He's spoken with his lawyers. They've decided to do it the way they want to do it. We now need to forget about Mohbad's petition now. Let's stop talking about that petition. Petition is dead. The father is doing exactly what needed to be done now, and it's failed. And it's failed.
If we say the petition is dead, then there is no justice for Mohbad anymore. So everyone should
by the wife, or by the wife. Is it always going to be one side? Or by the wife?
What has the wife done?
She was in the house, and she did not see anything.
What do you want her to say?
No. She was in the house. She did not see anything. It's just a question. I mean, how do you find a situation where the wife did not see anything at all?
But she said it. She mentioned it. She has said it before. All along the line about how Mohbad was bullied, about how Mohbad was beaten. She has been saying it, but nobody's listening.
When Mohbad was beaten. And right this minute, Mr. Joseph Aloba is gone to the DPP. Are you trying to tell me the wife will not have evidence that she can also use to fight her own case independently against the same DPP to now say, these guys bullied my husband when he was alive, and it's Naira Marley and Samilari.
Yeah.
Although Mr. Joseph Aloba, listen, let me finish. Although Mr. Joseph Aloba's case may have failed, I'm filing mine, and I will make sure that Samilari and Naira Marley will serve any sentence for the bullying they've inflicted on my husband. How about that?
The society is against the wife because of what happened.
No. I don't want to go down the gutters. I'm not doing society. I'm not doing public. I'm doing technical. Let's not go down.
theitguy, do you think me can petition Sam Larry and Naira Marley?
She should be able to. Why not? If she's fighting for justice for her husband, and now the cause of death is eliminated these two people, and if she feels emotional and she believes that they need to serve a sentence and they need to suffer from whatever pain they've inflicted on their husband, what is stopping her? Because she is also a complainant. She is Mohbad's wife. Because she should be able to engage with Joseph Aloba and say, I have the evidence and evidences. We are going to do it together, and we're going to make sure Samilari and Naira Marley get punished for the pain they inflicted on this guy when he was alive. Is that difficult? I don't think it's difficult. Put everything aside. Forget about they call you Ashana. They call you anything. If you're a well-meaning human being and you have blood running through your vein, engage with your father-in-law and fight these two people and make sure they get the punishment they deserve. Where's Ricardo? He's disappeared, you see? This is the problem. He's gone.
And that would just be justice for Mohbad.
The kitchen is too hot now. He's gone. Where's he gone? Who called him? See Wahala.
Yeah, the IT guy. Yeah, I will agree with you. I don't know if you can hear me. I will agree with you that Wumi also should have petitioned the likes of Sam Larry and Naira Marley, since she knows that they bullied her husband. He should have. But that doesn't stop Joe Bad, Baba Mohbad and his legal helps from treating that Mohbad's petition, from bringing back that Mohbad's petition that is talking about bully, that was addressing Sam Larry and others. That doesn't stop them from doing that also. That petition is not dead. They should have done that. That would have brought back the issue of bully. That would have they would have even brought more evidences from that.
Sorry, can I come in on that?
Okay, there's nothing.
Carry on. IT guy.
Okay.
So in this situation, Wumi cannot come and petition the DPP. It's going to worsen the case. The only thing I believe she can do now is to file a home fresh one. Don't forget what Mr. Loba wanted is
I will allow you to carry on. What I'm actually saying is retrospective. Either she has or she does it, I mentioned, independently. Yeah. And originally, she could have been a big force engaging with the father-in-law. And if she doesn't want to because of disharmony, then she could have done it independently. And it's still not too late.
That is what I'm saying. I hope because she got her own lawyer. You remember when she went to TVC News for her interview, when they asked her, she said, all I'm asking is that the people that bullied my husband has to be brought to book, and then the people that whether the nurse that injected her was maybe she was being sent or no. So that is all. Go and listen to her interview she had with the TVC, the views that day, because I listened to it from head to toe. She said it. She said, I want to know the people that, because you know what, the reason why she was saying that the industry god when she came in, that they bullied the husband. That is the reason why everyone was saying that. It's not that I'm saying if tomorrow they say this lady, because I cannot say, okay, oh, this lady do, nobody does not do, because me, I'm the person that I like to fear God in whatever I'm doing. If tomorrow, if they go to court and they say, oh, this lady is guilty, I'm going to follow it like that, because me, I have brothers, I have people. I do not want anybody to say anything, to do anything bad to them. We are all men. We have daughters. We have son. Nobody wants anything bad to happen to any of them. But all we are saying is that the way we carry, all these things we are doing, bullying a child is not even good, because the way they are handling the people, according to the law in Nigeria too, they don't even take this turn to call somebody a bastard, a this thing, a this thing. It's going to, if at the end of the day they do the DNA and the boy happen to be the Mohbad son, what are all the people that have been saying series of things to this small boy? What is it going? Because internet will never forget whatever role any one of us play in this situation, because we never know what this boy can be tomorrow. We all have children, we all have grandchildren, and no one wants a child to be damaged from the start.
Yeah, the remedy to all of those things, the remedy to all of those things is if a DNA is conducted.
Tell Aloba now, this guy says he's ready.
Hold on. Let me finish, madam.
Okay.
If the DNA is conducted and the result is positive, 99.9%, so the best way to deal all these insults is to publish it in the newspaper.
Let me tell you, Chairman. Let me tell you, in this world, whether DNA is done or DNA is not done, it is not acceptable. Let me tell you, there is no child without a father. And then let me tell you, this thing has been going on almost 2 years. I've never seen anybody coming out to say, I've befriended this girl, or the boy, even Mohbad in question, they've never presented any girlfriend of Mohbad. So in the situation whereby we are just assumption, for you to have been asking for somebody's DNA is even wrong for us, because family is family. Whatever they want to do in the family is let's fight for Mohbad. What killed Mohbad? Is it the son that killed Mohbad? Is it somebody? Because the father-in-law that said, okay, it is Ale Lopa Mohbad. Where is the Ale since that thing? They've been calling Oba. Have you ever anybody has ever brought anything to say to see her together with Oba? What we are doing on social media is wrong. Let's face the reality. And let me tell you, IT guy, apart from the issue of Mohbad now, let us face the reality. Something that is happening now in Nigeria, and it will continue to happen if we don't caution ourselves and we don't educate ourselves. For people to be going out to court, to be calling auxiliary nurses to come to the house, because if the issue of auxiliary did not come up, and then we would have been talking about something else today.
Yeah, but
You understand me? People should stop calling auxiliary. Yeah.
Madam Folashade, let me slow you down a little bit. We are Nigerians, and let's be conscious of the guarded. That whenever we have issues, naturally in Nigeria, most of the nurses that come for first aid are always quack nurses or auxiliary nurses, because at that point in time, all people need is the first.
I would have loved to.
Hold on, Chairman. The first aid that they can rely on. You see, the thing is, these nurses are quack nurses, auxiliary nurses, or even nurses. Yeah, they are known in the area to be the revivals. They are the people I appreciate whoever that is. I don't know. I am man busy. Oh, thank you so much. I'm grateful. And this is our society as it is now. Let me tell you something. When we have emergencies in Lagos, in Ikotunegbe, and something goes wrong, are you going to call 999 or 911? No. They're going to say, we don't know what's going on. Oh. You don't know what to do. Call Nurse BC. Nurse BC is running down because Nurse BC is known in the area as a reviver who is always there. Now, nobody ever asks anyone about their qualification or certification when there's an emergency. And these people, 99% of the time, until something goes wrong, they get it right. Something happens. Sometimes it goes wrong, but it will be minimal. And this is the same situation in this case. But my problem is that Mohbad lives next to 2 hospitals. Why do we have to wait 24 hours for a nurse? That's my problem. Carry on, Madam Folashade. That's my
all right.
Yeah, I understand in those. Sometimes when something happens to anyone, we all make mistake, and then sometimes when you make certain mistake, you will live with it for the rest of your life. Oh, I wish I've done this. I wish I've done it. You understand me? Yeah. And you men, my husband here. Let me tell you, he took somebody. By the time they brought him he was in Nigeria for some months. And then he was sick. I couldn't reach him until I have to send someone to my house. They found him collapsed here. And I've been telling him, go to the hospital. He never listened to me. I never knew this guy did not go to the hospital. By the time he came, he couldn't recognize me again. Do you know, me and my daughter, we went to airport to collect him and took him down directly to my hospital where I work. On our way, he refused. When we still got to the hospital, my husband declined this treatment. You understand what I'm saying? When we are talking about you men, sometimes until something is, or they are unable to coordinate themselves again. It's not all of you that listen to women.
Madam Folashade, I will agree with you that men are stubborn. Let me tell you, in England, there is a saying in England that men never go to hospitals. And as you grow older, not just your wife, your children will be on your case. Like with me, I do my blood test and all this kind of stuff once a year, cholesterol test and all that kind of stuff. Now, in a situation that the man that said he wasn't going to go to hospital initially is so weak, he cannot speak anymore. Now, if you look at a video of his hand, that is swollen to that level. Now, if anyone now says, "Oh, Benny, whether you like it or not, you are going," are you telling me he's going to put up any form of resistance? Because at that point in time, the man is close to dying. He is almost gone. And you are waiting for a nurse 24 hours. Okay, why is it that you then had an emergency? You now decided to take him to the hospital.
Thank you very much, Jack.
Hours was gone.
That was
You decided
that was most my
now
question.
take him to that same hospital.
Yeah, in that
He's
situation.
been weakened. Hold on, madam. He has been weakened 24 hours already, where he has no choice in the matter, where they would have taken him, and then when they took him last minute, he was gone. Come on, let's be realistic here.
I'm telling you now. I said there are a lot of situations when you have yourself to blame for certain things you're supposed to have done.
At what point did they realize that they need to go to the hospital before he died?
Now
Let me tell you, when the nurse got to the house, the nurse really found him alive, and she administered the medication. What I'm saying is that the fault is from them and the nurse. What I'm saying is that immediately this guy reacted to that injection. What they're supposed to have done is immediately to take, instead of the nurse running around to go and buy the
to go and buy another drug.
That is what I'm saying. Instead of the nurse to have gone down to be running around, that is why I'm saying that in that situation, all of them will have said, okay, the nurse was, there are certain things, even we nurses to find ourselves in a situation that we don't know what to do again.
Just a minute. For everybody in the comment section that keeps saying he refused to go to the hospital, at some point, he was unable to speak anymore. He was unable to stop them taking him to the hospital. They still had over 24 hours to do the right thing. They still ran to the chemist at 3 o'clock in the morning when they could have taken him straight to the hospital.
I think Folashade just nailed it. Folashade just nailed it. That at the point when the injection was administered, and you noticed a change in reaction, okay, it was at that point that the nurse, if it were a very trained professional nurse, will have said, "Oh yeah, no,
panicked because it's a quack nurse. The nurse panicked, didn't know what to do."
That is what I'm saying. I said, there are certain situations.
Go to the chemist. That's when they should have taken this guy to the hospital.
So she was panicking, and then she ran out of ideas. She doesn't know what to do again because she too wouldn't want anyone to die in her hand. You understand what I mean? In this situation, we have a lot of lessons to learn on this. The chairman.
And that is why in Nigeria, I will never personally patronize a private hospital.
Exactly. That is what I'm telling you. You know
why I won't patronize a private hospital? Because at that point, maybe you only have one doctor. Maybe you only have one doctor. Maybe and 2 nurses.
And they want to make money. They want to make money. When you go to private hospital, we have lots of
government hospital. If it is a government hospital and one doctor misbehave or something happened, he couldn't get rid of it, they quickly call another person. Before you know it, 3, 4, 5 doctors.
Chairman, that is what I'm saying. Because now people were saying, we have to sit. Nigeria with impatient. That is what is killing us. Apart from people not having value for another person, we too don't value our life. In Nigeria in particular, Nigeria is when I will see Okada man with 3 or 4 children that will carry all those 3 children and his wife on express road and taking them to school. Did they value their life? No.
Do
you know how many people?
Let me even drop this.
That would be like economic reasons. That's why some people like, how much will I go and spend in those hospitals? I don't have that money.
But in general hospital, you don't spend more money. They will tell you to go and buy your tablets. That
I
is
can,
it.
I can
And then they will
understand.
give you, they will do the test for you. You will pay for your test. Is it not better than going to private hospital? My sister has gone to private hospital. The wrong medication was given to her. All that problem never go until I told her to go to general hospital. You remember in general hospital, they have, even if it is nurse